I'm joined again today by the lovely ladies of StreetFlow. Hello to you.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Right, let's just go. Let's just work through your names first of all, and we'll work on what school you're at. So let's go with your names first of all for people.
I'm Elissa.
I'm Millie.
I'm Isla.
And I'm Anna.
Thank you. And together you are StreetFlow, which is very exciting. Now, we spoke a little while ago about a project that you began. I know Paul Blakey from Rock Angels, Street Angels, Festival Angels. He's been working with you, encouraging you as well. And it was very exciting. Myself, my wife, Jo, we came to Leeds Museum and you were on the stage presenting StreetFlow. And what made me very excited is that you won.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Which was fantastic. Right, let's go through some of the basics. Just give us a really simple overview. What is StreetFlow for people who perhaps didn't hear this last time?
StreetFlow is we are helping women who can't afford period products so that they will be able to have them whenever they need them.
Cool. So that's the basics of it. And how have you been actually doing that?
We've had some donations for products and we've also filled out a few grants, and we put these packs together that we can then hand out through Halifax Homeless Community Kitchen and other charities.
So you've got a project, you've come up with what it is that's needed, you've worked out who's going to need it, and you've worked out how to get the thing you've made, which is a little bag that you showed us last time, and you've actually got that to some of the homeless women around your area. What do you think of the day NextGen? Oh, you got the bag. Fantastic. Yeah. Just hold it up for the camera really close. There you go. That's one of the bags that you've designed that goes out to the homeless women. Is it just in Halifax at the moment, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the NextGen conference, the Leeds Museum, how did you feel watching the other groups of people as they got up onto the stage and talked about their particular project? How did you feel about your project as you were waiting to go on the stage? How nerve-wracking was that?
We was really nervous because then we was like, wait, if this is what their product is, we're not going to win at all. We're like really far behind. And yeah, we just thought it was all so good, all the different projects and all the different creative minds that everyone's got.
But then you won. Do you know why you won? Did you, I mean, not understanding the silly way, but do you get why people wanted to vote for what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Go on.
How powerful some of our messages are, and how free we are talking about it, that a lot of women wouldn't talk about in a way.
Yeah, I think that's true though. I'm nearly 50. You go back 30 years, it wouldn't have been spoken of, or if it was, probably hushed whispers or behind closed doors. And I think it's really good that something that is simply a normal part of life is actually being not just talked about, but you're actually helping people with something that can be really hard. And if you're homeless and you've got so little, to know there's something to help you for something that you can't do anything about yourself, that's, I think, partly why you win. And I think also your passion for what it is that you're doing. Because you came across, and this is what I wrote down, you came across as people who actually not just have done something that's a good idea, because good ideas are great, but actually you believe in the idea. And that's what came across. So I was watching the other groups, and of course I'm rooting for you because I've met you and I've talked to you. But there were some brilliant projects. But I also thought, yeah, but what you guys are doing is you're really meeting a need that's important. And all the other groups were great, and they were fantastic. I was so inspired by what happened, but I was still very excited, as was Jo and Paul Blakey, that you won, because we've had some connection to you. So it makes it even better for us. I was really nervous as they were doing the judging. I mean, you must have been so going off your heads, because I was sitting there with sweating.
Yeah, it was stressful.
It was stressful. How did you feel on the stage though when you're presenting your idea? Because I know this isn't just a one weekend thing. This is something that's been going on for many, many months. You've created the idea. You've been dealing with people doing grants, which, I mean, fair play to you. That's real. That's hard stuff. That. And then you presented your idea. How did you actually feel about what it is that you've created? The actual bag, the thing that you can give to somebody. So look, this is what we've actually made. How did you feel about that as you stood on the stage and looked out at the crowd?
I think we were all really proud of what we've done. And we were very nervous at the start, obviously. But from the reactions that we got off all the judges, it made us really confident, and it made us really proud of what we've been doing and what we've achieved so far and what we can achieve further.
As you rightly should be, because it's brilliant. Right. So what comes next? I know some of the bits, but let's get you to talk to us. So you've won the regional thing for NextGen. What happens next for you guys?
Yes, so on the 19th of June in Leeds, we're going to the Yorkshire Sustainability Festival, and they'll just do some like Q&As and spread the word further about our project.
Cool. So you're getting to talk to even more people about what you're doing, which is brilliant. Now, Beck said there's some really exciting stuff. Is there that, and is there more than that? Because that's pretty cool. But what else have you got coming up?
We've been talking to a lady at a refilling station about stocking and selling our packs so that more people can access them.
Okay. And was there a thing in London you got to go to, or did I mishear that?
Yeah, we're going to London. It's a bit of a reward thing, and we're gonna go to Sky, like headquarters thing, and we're gonna try to speak to someone there about our project.
Cool. Well, that should be good.
Parliament.
And Parliament, good. Have a chat with Parliament. Definitely need to be speaking to that lot. So, what the London? Have you been into London before?
Nope. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah.
It's busy and it's warm. That's all I can tell you. I always think of London. It's busy and it's hot. That's what I think of. It's a great place. Loads of sights. And what's really fascinating in London is you're walking along, you're thinking all the sights that you can see that you think they're huge, like London big things, like Big Wheel or Big Ben. They're really close together. You sort of stumble past half of them, thinking, oh, there you go. I walked past 10 Downing Street and didn't realise it was there. It's quite discreet. I know, but it's hidden. So you just see the police officers and think that's interesting. Right. So NextGen, what's happening with your project in StreetFlow? So how many years have you been doing this now?
3.
So you're coming to the end of your 3rd year?
Yeah.
Okay. So where does StreetFlow go next? I know you've got your festival, you're off to London. What happens with StreetFlow next? Because we're coming up to the end of your education calendar. What happens next year?
We're handing it down. We're going to try find some good year 7s that would be happy to carry on our idea.
How does that feel?
Sad.
Yeah, a bit sad.
Yeah, it's a bit. We'll be involved as well with it, but it is a bit it's a bit scary because this is like something we have been working on for a while, and we've got to trust others now.
We're going to guide them and give them good support on how to make it just as good as what we did.
Yeah.
And even better.
Yeah.
Maybe. It is hard though, isn't it? Because there's a phrase, it's your little baby. And I think that's true of any project that you do that you're only part of, or that you're part of a group. If you create it from nothing and then you have to let go, I've written a few books. And when you let go of the book, are people going to buy it? Are they going to be interested? Your project, are they going to have the care and the passion that we've had and developed it this far? And it's really, really big challenge. So, I mean, well done for that. And hopefully you'll guide them through. Beck said you've also got some more projects on top of StreetFlow that you guys are thinking of. Is that right? Or not? I might have misheard. It's possible.
I'm not sure about that.
No, that's fine. You got enough going on. No, that's okay. I might have misheard that. So you got your festival thing coming up. You've got London coming up. Is there anything else that's coming up in regards to StreetFlow before you hand over?
We've created a website with Street Angels, and we are going to be donating more packs to Street Angels. And then we've created business cards and posters that are going to be going out to festivals that Street Angels work with.
So is that into the festival? So you're going to provide the packs at festivals? Is that the idea?
Yeah, so that people can donate money to us.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. And that's working with Paul?
Yeah.
Well, he talks a lot, so he should be good for you. He'll help you get a bit more traction, which is always good. So you've done this for 3 years. You're about to hand it over. Let's just work through one at a time. What are your reflections as you look back over the 3 years of taking nothing into something to create a pack in a bag that you can physically hold and give away? How have you changed over the last 3 years? Let's just do one at a time.
It's like improved confidence, because knowing that you can create something from nothing is just like really helps you understand that you can actually do things and make a difference.
Yeah, same. It's a bit like us that are only year 9s have made such a big difference in our community, and it just shows that you can really do anything if you try.
It's shown that there is lots of issues in this world and that we need to try and take action and solve stuff.
Yeah, it's just even like StreetFlow, but all the other groups, it's been so nice, like meeting everyone, having all these like connections with these amazing people. And it, like, I know it sounds kind of bad, but like giving like hope in the world that there is people that actually try to change the bad things in it.
Yeah, but I think that's really important. The thing that you've all shared about, there's a lot of problems in life and we can't solve them all. It's impossible. We can't individually solve all the problems that even we can see. There's more than we can see. But we can do something, and that's what really excited me about what you've done. Is you can't solve the world as four individuals, but you can solve some problems, and you've helped somebody. And I always think about one reader at a time, one listener at a time, whether it's our radio or our magazine. We're not trying to change the whole world. We're just trying to change the life of one person and make it better. And that's what the four of you collectively have done. Did you know each other? I know you were in the same school, but did you know each other pretty well when you started, or is it a friendship that's grown as a result of the work that you've done?
We all were semi-friends, but since joining this project, we've become really close.
Okay. And why, it sounds like a silly question, but why do you think the friendship has developed through the work that you've done?
It's made us like work together and like talk to each other more, because we have to all work together as a team to move forward. So we just get to connect more with each other.
Which, I mean, that's another thing, though, isn't it? In life, you're going to find people you don't like. You're going to find people that you do. Find people you don't respect and find people that you do. And you have to work with all of them and get the job done. And that's why it's really exciting to see what you've done through NextGen to come up with this project. Like you said, you're saying we created something from nothing. It's exciting. It's really exciting. You had nothing there. Now you've got something to say, look, we did this at school. For those listening around the world, year 9 is what, 12, 13-ish?
13,
14.
Thank you. Because I know we've got listeners in America who won't quite know what a year 9 is, but that's what we're talking about, 13, 14-year-old girls. So you've been doing this since, was it year 7? That's about 10, 11, is it, when you started? So you started this then. You're now 3 years further on, and you've generated something that isn't just providing hope. Actually, it's providing something tangible, quantifiable. It's something you can hold in your hands and think, okay, this is needed by some people. And that's really, really important, because we're in a world. I was at Christians Against Poverty. Don't know if you've heard about them. They're an amazing organization that help get people out of poverty. But they were saying 65%, I think it is, of people start each month financially without enough money. And when you haven't got enough money, you have to make some really tough choices. Do I heat the house? Do I eat? And if you're a woman, you're thinking, well, can I afford sanitary stuff? Is that something? I can't afford that either. Well, that just diminishes hope. It diminishes what you can hope to achieve or accomplish. It diminishes your ability to leave the house. And what you guys are doing, you're actually providing not just hope, but something physical as well, which is really valuable to people. Okay, I mean, is it one in every second person is a woman? So this is affecting a large part of the population. Therefore, what you're doing, it's not just hope. It is hope, but it's hope and something physical as well. And a lot of people say, oh, well, do well, be warm, but don't do the follow through, providing the blanket or the help. And this is what you have done, which is brilliant, which is why I think StreetFlow won on the day, because the other projects are fantastic, whether it's the bees, which I really liked, or the hedgehogs, which, okay, I like animals, but there were so many other projects. And yet I don't think anyone was particularly, especially in the sense of that, but actually what you've done is it's providing hope and something physical, because they're all amazing projects. And I think that's why you win, because it's something tangible and quantifiable that we understand. So StreetFlow, fantastic for what you've done. Absolutely brilliant. I would applaud, but it'd be silly because it's just me. It would sound odd. What's next for you? Because you've got StreetFlow, you're in school. Do you think this is going to affect your future, either volunteering in the community or your future employment? Even you may not even know what you want to do yet, but do you think it's going to change how you interact in the future? Is this a permanent change? Deep question.
I think it's going to encourage us to be a bit more like empathetic with others, because you never know what they're going through. And we are hoping to see a change in the future with all this about the stigma about periods, and so we are hoping that we can see a change and that we will be a bit more empathetic.
Cool. And I think what you've discovered for yourselves, and this is so important, you've not just been taught it, you've lived it, and you've learned now through your own actions that you can make a difference to society, to the wider society, to an individual, And I think if we can each change one person's life for better, can you imagine a society we've been in? But you're not just changing one person's life, you're changing dozens of women's lives in Halifax, and that will then spread. I'll share this with you. I was driving the car one day and I watched somebody ahead of me let somebody into a really busy set of traffic. So they let the car into the stream of traffic. That car then let somebody else in. And I watched that car then let somebody else in. And all of a sudden, that one person's kindness, just in a set of traffic and a congestion in the morning, it had a ripple effect. It started to affect others. And that's what I think stuff like what you've done can do, because it can affect more and more people, which is brilliant. I'm going to say thank you to you. Just remind us which school you're at, because they'll probably want a little bit of credit. I suppose they've been involved in you. What's the name of the school?
Trinity Academy Halifax.
Trinity Academy Halifax. Give us your names one more time.
I'm Elissa.
I'm Millie.
I'm Isla.
And I'm Anna.
Thank you for all you've done. You've done a brilliant job. And I like your fact you got your little turtle, terrapin, reptile, amphibian. What's his name again?
Tiny.
Tiny. And if you're listening to this, go and watch the video later and you can see Tiny on your screen. What you've done is brilliant. Fantastic. Well done. And I hope you'll be able to easily let go of this to the next group and to help encourage them to see the world as you now see it. It's not just all broken. We can all do something, and you've done that. So well done. Thank you.
And thank you to you too for helping us.
Very welcome.